sitting in the back of this MayBach with Chef Raekwon about to drop Cuban Links 2.
No doubt.
I heard it. It's hot. It's what it's supposed to be. It's what the game need.
No doubt.
Let me ask you a couple questions, fam.
Alright.
What's the difference between you with the first Purple tape and how you grown as an artist through Immobility and this tape?
This one was more like a fight for revenge. You know what I mean? It was more like going to revenge. You know, like a family member that passed away. You know, that's how I look at my art. Like, you know, people try to say my style was dead. You know what I mean? To a degree, like I had it and it left. And you know, with this album, I knew that people would have been ready for the heat. So it kind of made me step my shit up more though. So, you know, the other ones I was just having fun, but this one I had to challenge myself and really look at it for what it is now. It's like, cause you know, people look at it like, yo, they don't think you got it in you. And I know for a fact I got it in me, so this is more of a payback, a revenge.
All right, the next question: what's your favorite joint on the album?
Well, I ain't got one particular joint that I feel I like the best. You know what I mean? I don't really judge my product like that because I always try to outdo every next joint that I make. But it's just a few that I like, you know what I mean? For me to sit here and say one, I'd be lying, because I might like something that nobody like, but it's just my type of shit, you know what I mean? But I like Sonny's Missing, you know what I mean? Flying at 100 miles per hour. I like shit like that, you know what I mean? Storytelling shit.
Collaboration wise, when you go into a session, how you get to pick what artist you gonna deal with? Because you got a cohesiveness with Ghost like nobody ever seen in this game.
Right.
So how you, for the creative process, how you go about picking, yo, me and such and such gonna do this one, me and Benny Siegel gonna do this one?
I mean, you know, I'm just a dude that really just study certain rappers for what I know they're capable of, you know what I mean? It's like even when I work with Nas, you know what I mean? I had to basically put him where he needed to be. Not like he didn't know what he wanted to do, but you know, just coming to work with somebody else, you always want them to control the situation, you know what I mean? And that's what I did, you know what I mean, on the Nas album back then, and that turned out to be a classic record, you know what I mean? Like people looked at us like twins after that, but you know, that was just for that particular song. But I study music and I study niggas' voices and flows, and I know who I'm fans of, and I just felt like it was like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. When I heard the beat, I knew Beans would smash that. You know what I mean? It wasn't no other voice I heard at the time but his. And you know, I'm a needle and thread nigga, so I know how to do that.
At the end of the day, how you want to be remembered in this game? Because we all know you one of the greatest of all time. In your flow and how you build your rhymes, stay consistent for over a decade.
That's crazy.
It's rare. You know, you can't pick more than 5 people in the game like that. It never lost a step.
I mean, you know, my thing is it's all about being true to the sport, you know. I'm gonna be remembered as a Bill Russell or a Joe Lewis, you know what I mean? Because my heart always was in it for the sport. You know, you got a lot of rappers that's out there that really don't know the meaning of being a rapper. Like a rapper is like, we know a rapper is just something to try to conceal the realness, you know what I mean? But it's just a name, and it's a good name, but it's all about being an MC and a poet, man. And I think that I was taught by that league of men and women that basically made me get on it like that, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'm just a part of that league. You know, I just want to be remembered as one of the illest. And rep his city.
Indeed.
Yep.
And the last one, your clan is the greatest hip hop group of all time. Like there's no number 2. Like how do you all connect now? Like I know you on one side of the country and you on the other side of the country. you know, how you build and connect with your brothers now?
We more or less look at everything outside of music. We look at friendship, you know what I mean? Real love, you know what I mean? We try not to deal with one another as businessmen no more. But when we do come together to work, we have to. But when I see dudes, it's just like, you know, growing up with somebody, you know, that you really got a lot of respect for, and we all realize that we got our own things we want to do and chase, and you know, everybody's just trying to get where they gotta go. Nobody don't have no opportunity to try to sit around and wait for nothing no more, or deal with anything that may not help them fully. You know what I mean? It's about just growing up, being a man, doing what you gotta do. So that's what we doing, man. We just, everybody's living. When it's time to come back together and form Voltron again, we're gonna form it, but we're gonna form it on the right bricks. You know what I mean? It's gonna be built on cement, not built on, you know what I mean, on a pillow of feathers. You know what I mean? You know, we did a lot of shit based out of emotions and love for one another, but it's still a business. So, you know, brothers got to keep their head up, man. We know when we came in it, we were always going to do our shit eventually. But it's just all about just growing with the times, man. Brothers is, you know, hopefully this record is smash and take everybody to the next level. And, you know, we do it like we did it 10 years ago, but it starts from self, you know what I mean? Like, I really had to find myself in order to make the right music that I'm making right now. So everything happens for a good reason, man.
And one personal question before we let you go, Chef. We know you got a million things to do. We appreciate the time. The last question I gotta ask: how did this game change you from the first time you spit a verse?
It changed a lot, you know what I mean? Because before I used to do it for fun. It was just an energy booster. But now it's like I become this writer mentally that now I'm just excited to just make movies. I think that's my next route. So, you know, y'all made me a visionary now. You know what I mean? Like I make music. I have fun with it, but I get more excited making thoughts out of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like dropping more different shit. But y'all turned me into authors now, man.
Chef, we appreciate it. We know you about to do your numbers tomorrow.
No doubt,
We'll see you tomorrow night at the party, the album release party hosted by P. Diddy, a personal friend of yours. And we'll all be there to support. Go out and cop that Cuban Links too. If you don't, you're square.
No doubt, no doubt. All
Peace.
good.
Proper
Peace.
Villain and peace to them TV.